Hey, what's going on everybody? Protein bar review guy here with another bar today. And up today we have a one dark chocolate sea salt bar here. Okay, for people new to the channel, we rate these bars based on ingredients, calorie count, protein content, the macros, the taste, texture, and then we give them an overall score of 1 through 10. All right, so let's take a dive into the ingredients on this bar. First ingredient is the protein source, which is good. It's mainly from dairy, milk protein, and whey protein isolate. So if you're looking for a dairy-free bar, don't get this one. But good protein sources, at least they're not using soy protein. Okay. Other than that, ingredients, I'm gonna have to give this, I'm gonna have to give it a 7 for ingredients. I don't like that they have maltitol in there. We've talked about that a lot in the past, about you know, the body's difficult with digesting maltitol and how it pretty much just sits in your gut there. Then also we have natural flavors on here, which we don't really know what that is. You know, it could be anything. So hopefully you don't have a food allergy to some kind of weird, you know, obscure food allergy. And then also we have soy lecithin in here as an emulsifier, which, you know, that's knocking points off for that as well. Which the one thing I don't understand is you have sunflower oil in this bar, you have sunflower seed butter, and then you have sunflower lecithin in here. So all of these things containing sunflower products, why they couldn't substitute this soy lecithin for more sunflower lecithin is beyond me. And then you could have this bar be completely soy-free. All right, so 7 on ingredients there. Let's look at the calorie count. It's 220. And we've said in the past, we like these bars to be between 180 and 220. So this is kind of at the higher end of the spectrum for a snack bar. But I'm not gonna totally slam it. We've reviewed bars on here that are 350, 360, 380. I think we even had a 410 calorie bar, which, I mean, is out of the window of what we're looking for, but it's not terrible because sometimes you need those extra calories, especially when you're in that anabolic window right after your exercise, right after your workout. Pretty much whatever you throw on the fire, your body's gonna burn off as fuel. Definitely those higher calorie bars you don't wanna really indulge in just when you're lounging at the house watching a movie and you're craving something sweet and chewy and chocolatey. It's not the time for that bar. Okay, so calorie count on this, we'll give it an 8 for being right there where it should be. Protein content, you've got 20 grams out of that 220 calories. The protein source was good. I would just like to see a little bit more of it. We set the bar as 20 grams. You know, the level to reach for bars between 180 and 220 calories. So for a bar with this calorie count of 220, I would like to see a little bit more than 20 grams of protein. You know, ideally 24, 25 would be great, and then it would get a better score. So protein content on this, I'm gonna give it a 7, even though it's from a good source, you know, not from soy, from whey and from milk protein isolate, which is good. All right, so let's look at the macros here. Out of this 220 calories, you have the 20 grams of protein, which we said, 24 grams of carbs, and 7 grams of fat. So you're over a 1-to-1 ratio of carbs to protein. Not bad, because that's what you want post-workout. You know, you want carbs and protein. The 7 grams of fat, though, at 9 calories a gram, that's 63 calories of fat in this bar. So out of that 220s, let's be 160. So you have 160 calories left in this bar if you take away the fat that is split up between your protein and your carbs. So 20 grams of protein at 4 calories a gram. This bar has 80 calories from protein. So out of the 220 calories, 80 of it is protein. So you're just above a third. You're at like 35% of this bar is protein. And then of course you have more carbs at 24 grams. So 24 times 4 is 96. So you have 96 calories for carbs, 80 for protein, and 63 for fat. So not the best macros there. I would like to see higher protein. The carbs is fine. I'd like to see less fat. So macros on this, we're gonna give it a 7. And taste, I'm a chocolate freak. I love chocolate. I love dark chocolate. The taste of this bar, there was some chocolate taste in there, but it was totally overshadowed by salt. You can see in the picture there, these little, you know, flakes of sea salt down there. That's great, you know, if salt is your thing, and you know, if you're sweating profusely, if you're training outside in the summer, like here in Vegas, it gets pretty hot in the summer. So nothing wrong with, you know, keeping your sodium a little higher to stay hydrated in that respect. But taste in this bar, it was just too salty. And maybe that's just me, because I don't eat a high salt diet. So when I taste salt, it's really obvious. But this bar, the chocolate taste was definitely overshadowed by the salt. That's all I'm saying. So if you want, you know, a chocolatey tasting bar, look for something else. This was just too salty. Texture was pretty boring. It was pretty much, you know, mono consistently, that kind of chocolatey Play-Doh shaped into a rectangular bar shape, you know, mechanically pressed or whatever. And then the only really other texture to it was those, you know, flakes of sea salt on top, which was good. It added a little something other, you know, a different texture, because this bar was, you know, really needing another kind of texture other than that Play-Doh-y chocolatey bar consistency. So texture as well on this, I'm gonna give it a 7. There's nothing special there. Overall score for this bar though, I'm gonna have to give it, a 7. You know, the protein source was a good source. The ingredients, it lost a few points for that. The taste and texture were subpar, so that's why it's, you know, getting a score below 8. So there it is. All right, protein bar review guy, giving this 1 bar. What is this? Dark chocolate sea salt. We're giving this a 7. All right, remember to like, subscribe, and share with any of your friends that eat bars. And I'll keep reviewing them. And somebody requested a build bar. I am going to get to that, so stay tuned in the near future if you eat build bars. I have not seen them yet, but when I do, I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna review it for you, whoever that was that requested one. So I'm gonna review a build bar, and I'm gonna let you know, what I think about it. You know, if we give it the thumbs up or the thumbs down. This one's getting like a sideways thumb, you know. So a 7 right there. All right, take it easy. I'll check you later.